Good morning to all of you. Our lesson number 6, the making of a scientist is continued. In the previous lecture, we did that it was very difficult to catch butterflies one by one. So, the scientist Albright decided to raise a flock at a time. So, what he did, so to raise them, he started rearing the butterflies in his basement and studied their development from egg to adult butterflies. For this, he caught the egg of a female monarch and took these eggs to his basement to see all the stages of development. After this, he tagged them and let them go. Now, he was having number of butterflies, he tagged them and let them go. This was a very tedious work. It was a long process, it was a dull work, and there was no feedback as only 2 butterflies returned. So, there was a very poor response. So, he lost interest in tagging the butterflies. When he was in 7th grade, he entered a Conti, he entered a regional level science fair. His entry was to show the slides of frog tissues under microscope, but he lost. He observed that the winner had done a real experiment, so he also was determined. He decided to do the real experiments. He took ideas from Arkhard and worked hard all through high school and won many of the prizes. We did up to this point. Yesterday, students, I also gave you 3 questions to do. I hope you all must have done that homework. I am here giving the answers to those questions. You may tally your answers whether you have given right answers or not. Question number 1 was, why did Albright soon lose interest in tagging butterflies? Its answer, Albright soon lost his interest in tagging butterflies because there was no feedback. Only 2 butterflies tagged by him were recaptured and they were not more than 75 miles from where he lived. Then question number 2, why was Albright's participation in country science fair in his 7th grade sad for him? Why he was sad at that time? Its answer is, Albright's participation in a country science fair in his 7th grade was sad for him because he did not win any prize. He did not get anything while everybody else had won something. Then question number 3, what was the difference between Albright and the winners at the science fair? The difference he observed, the difference was that Albright's entry was merely slides of frog tissues which he showed under a microscope, and the winners had tried to do the real experiments. They did not make a mere display, a neat display, that was not mere show. So, I have given you the answers of these 3 questions. Now, we proceed further, page number 35. For his 8th grade, project, Ebright tried to find the cause of viral disease. Viral means illness caused by a virus, very common word, that kills nearly all monarch caterpillars every few years. So, what he wanted to know, what was the experiment, what was the project? To find out the cause of a virus disease. Which virus? That kills all the monarch caterpillars every few years. Ebright thought the disease might be carried by a beetle. Beetle is also the name of an insect. In Hindi we call it jhingur. Beetle, what he thought? That this disease is because of the beetle insect. He tried raising caterpillars in presence of beetles. So, what he did? He started raising caterpillars in the presence of beetle insects. He did not get any real results. He said, he himself is saying that the result was not so good, but I went ahead and showed that I had tried the experiment, but I showed it to others that I have tried this experiment. This time I won and I got declared as a winner. The next year, his science fair project was testing the theory that viceroy butterfly copy monarchs. What was the next project? That the viceroy, all these are the species, all these are the kinds of butterflies, that viceroy butterflies, they copy the monarchs. The theory was that viceroy look like monarchs because monarchs do not taste good to birds. Why they wanted to copy viceroy species? They wanted to copy the monarchs. Why? Because the monarchs do not taste good to birds. Birds do not eat the monarchs. Viceroys on the other hand do taste good to birds, but viceroys have the good taste and birds eat them away. So, the more they look like monarchs, the less likely they are to become the birds' dinner. So, to save themselves, they wanted to copy the monarchs so that they may not become the food of the birds, they may not be eaten by other birds. Ebright's project was to see whether in fact birds would eat monarchs. He wanted to know, is there any bird who wants to eat monarchs, although the taste is not good? He found that a starling, starling is the name of a bird, in Hindi you can call it maina, would not eat ordinary bird food. This bird do not eat the bird food, it would eat all the monarchs it could get. So, he found it that starling eats only the monarchs. Ebright said later, research by other people showed that viceroys probably do copy the monarch. He found the reason that research of other people also showed that they tried to copy, viceroys tried to copy the monarchs. This project was placed first in zoology. Zoology is scientific study of animals. You can call it in Hindi Jantu Vigyan. This project was placed first in zoology division and third overall in Conti Science Fair. At the regional level, he stood third, and in zoology, he was placed first. In his second year, when he was in second year in high school, Richard Ebright began the research that led to the discovery of an unknown insect hormone. When he was second year of high school, what was the research? The research led to the discovery of an Unknown. Unknown means which is not known. Insect hormone. Hormone is a substance in your body that influences growth and development. Indirectly, it also led to his new theory on the life of cells. This led him indirectly to write something about a new theory on the life of cells. The question he tried to answer was simple. What was the question he wanted to answer? What is the purpose of the 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa? Pupa is also a stage of development. So, he wanted to know why there are what is the purpose of the 12 spots on a monarch butterfly. Everyone assumed means to trust, to believe without any proofs. This was the assumption. Everyone assumed the spots were just ornamental. Ornamental means they are just decorative, they are just showy. Ebright said, but Dr. Urquhart did not believe it. The scientist Urquhart did not believe this, that these spots are only for the decorative purpose. To find the answer, Ebright and other excellent science students first had to build a device. Device means an instrument that showed that the spots were producing a hormone necessary for the butterfly's full development. So, other scientists also, excellent science students and Ebright, they invented an instrument, and this instrument showed, they proved that the spots were producing hormone necessary. Hormone here I have told you a substance in your body that influences growth and development, necessary for the butterfly's full development. This project won Ebright first place in County Fair and entry into the International Science and Engineering Fair. Here at the regional level, at the administrative level, he got the first prize and he also got the entry into the International Science and Engineering Fair. There he won the third place for geology. At that level, he got the third prize. He also got a chance to work during the summer at entomology. Entomology is the science of insects, laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. So, he got a chance to work in a laboratory of Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. Now, it is the time to allot you some homework. Today, I am giving you the extract based question. Your extract on page number 36. Right from the first line, in his second year, starting from this, Anding did not believe it. Read the extract carefully and answer the question. Your first question is, which research did Ebright begin in his second year in high school? Question number 2, which new theory did it lead to? Question number 3, what was the question that Richard tried to answer? Question number 4, give a synonym of ornamental. Question number 5, find a word from the extract which is the opposite of directly. So, these are the 5 questions. Read the extract carefully and write the answers. Thank you. Have a nice day.